Okay, today's subject is the most important nutritional question you could ever ask yourself. And that question is, where am I getting the bulk of my calories? Because we are constantly, we need calories. Let me just put it this way. We need calories for bodily functions, and when we exert ourselves, if we're working out, if we have a strenuous job, either physically or mentally, we need calories. But the most important question you can ask yourself, where do I get the bulk of those calories? Because there's only two sources of calories on the planet. There's only two to get the bulk of your calories. You have to either choose carbohydrates or fats. Now, when I'm talking about carbohydrates, I'm talking about fruits. Number one, fruits are carbohydrates, all fruits, and cooked starches. Okay, you've got grains, potatoes, rice, beans. Okay, those are your cooked carbs. Now, fats, what am I talking about? All animal products, eggs, cheese, meat, chicken, fish, all loaded with fats. Okay, so, and also in the plant world, we have avocados, we have nuts, we have seeds, we can get fats from those foods, and even some fruits are very high in fats, like avocados. Durian is very high in fats. Well, maybe 30% fat, or 35, whereas avocados are up to 70% fat. But those are the only two choices, because vegetables are not going to give you the calories that you're desiring. Salads, you'd have to eat 75 heads of lettuce, or 50 at least a day, to get your caloric needs met. Now, leafy green salads are very good for us, very important, because they provide minerals. Those foods, those veggies are the highest in minerals, whereas fruits are the highest in vitamins. So you've only got those two choices. And most people I've found that I've tried to help are not even aware of where they're getting the bulk of their calories. Because if you're not eating enough fruit, or potatoes, rice, beans, quinoa, grains, cooked grains, things like that, if you're not getting your calories from carbohydrates, you're probably gravitating towards fats. And I've found people that I've worked with, they say, oh yeah, I ate nuts. I said, how much did you eat? Oh, I ate like half the bag. And you don't want to do that, because fat is fat. The fat you eat is the fat you wear. And we've become so accustomed to seeing people that are overweight, because the average person in this country, in the US, is minimum 20 to 30 pounds overweight, and most are much more than that, 40, 50 pounds overweight. So we've gotten used to that, and then people look at someone like me, who was actually born skinny. I never weighed over 160 pounds in my life. But, and since I've gone, raw vegan, fruitarian, I've even dropped down a little. So, but I feel good at 72, okay? I have energy, and so that's the key. You've got to figure it out, because we're all seeking calories for bodily functions and for our activity level. And if you're not eating enough fruit, and if you're not eating enough cooked carbs like starches, you know, potatoes, rice, beans, quinoa, whatever, you know, you're not going to, if you're not eating enough, you're going to gravitate towards nuts, seeds, avocados, or even start thinking, well, maybe I do need eggs because I'm kind of tired, or I need eggs and cheese, or some fish. Fish is a big one because people always gravitate towards fish and eggs, thinking that those fats are healthier. Now, remember, if you had a piece of fish or an egg or two here and there, it's probably not going to affect you that badly, you know. You're going to be able to deal with it. But if you're on a constant barrage of eggs every day, and fish every day, it's eventually you're going to hit a wall. Why? Because we were not designed to thrive off of getting the bulk of our calories from fat. That only came into the picture much later. I mean, the allowance of it, you know, I'm talking now about the Bible, that God allowed meat and animal-based foods, but they were minimal. You know, that's the problem, that many people overdo everything. You know, if they, you know, you can have some goat cheese, you know, and people take it to the limit. You know, they want goat cheese every day at every meal, you know, so. And I don't advocate eating any animal products personally. I don't think it's needed, you know, and for optimal health, sticking to the fruits and the vegetables raw, and, you know, small portions of avocados, nuts, and seeds, that's all we basically need. And to feel your best, that's the diet that I recommend. And that's what this channel is all about. Trying to reach optimal health, whatever that is in this world we live in. It's not easy. And, you know, I realize we're all going to die, right? And, you know, but you can maintain a better standard, a better level of living if you eat optimally. And that's what I'm trying to do, and I try and encourage others to do it, because it saves you so much suffering, and, you know, your friends and your family, they don't have to, you know, look after you so much. You know, you become a little more independent, which is, well, as you get older. My wife and I, we're totally independent right now. We don't need any help. But anyway, that's my take. You've got two choices, carbs or fats. Which will you choose? Because if you choose fats, you're headed, and especially, you know, people are eating up to 40, 50, 60, 70% of their calories, their daily calories from fat. They're headed for heart disease, cancer, diabetes, stroke. Yeah, you may not have it now. You're 40, 50, 60. You know, some people do get it, though, right in their 50s, 40s, heart attacks, widowmakers. They're dead, you know. So it's like, that's my take. Go for the carbs, especially the fruit. And that's the other reason this channel is Fruit and Sport, because fruit is a better choice than starches. I mean, starches, don't get me wrong, is much better, much better than animal products. Okay, so I try and encourage people that are transitioning, yes, have some sweet potatoes, rice, and beans at night. But during the day, just try and stick to the fruit. So please post any questions or comments below. Give me a like, a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if it's your first time here. All the best and fruit up.